Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Albert and Billy Show. We are here at WUAT. You're listening to us here on WUAT Radio and watch us on Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV. And check out the BTC Fiber YouTube channel, of course. You can watch us on there as well, along with all the BTC Fiber original shows. So go on there and check it out, folks. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. How you doing today, Papa?
Well,
it's pretty outside.
It is nice. It was cooler this morning than usual.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
I think it was about, well, Ophelia called me. She said it was 50 at her house this morning.
Okay. Well, it was cooler than, I knew it was a little bit cooler, but not that cool.
It's been starting out about 60 or 62.
I wish it would start out that way every day and just get up to about 75 maybe as a high. Boy, that'd be nice. Well, that would be ideal.
Why don't you control the weather?
I don't know. If I did, that's what it would be.
I bet you never would let it rain, would you?
Yeah, it wouldn't be raining much. I'd have to be over a desert or something. but anyway, well, it sure isn't cold right now, I'll tell you that, Papa. It's plenty warm now, folks. But it is pretty sunny summer day, I guess you could say. Summertime's pretty much here now. It's getting hot consistently every day.
I think the first day of summer's in
officially it's like 21st or something. Yeah. But unofficially it's here.
Father's Day is June the 18th, I believe.
Yeah, so that'd be 3 days before summer. I believe that's when summer kicks off.
I believe it's right.
Yeah, I believe so too. Well, of course, we've got some announcements. Do have a couple birthdays, though, I'll say real quick, Papa. Well, last Sunday, I'll mention this. I think I mentioned her last week, but just in case, yeah, I did, but I'll say it anyway. Miss Sheila Cagle had a birthday last Sunday on the 4th. Tuesday, the 6th, happy belated birthday to Scarlett Measles, or some of you know her as Scarlett Robertson in school. Happy birthday, Scarlett. Hope you had a great birthday this week. And today, her birthday is today, and it's Miss Billy Mills, my rook partner. We played together one time a couple years ago. Where me and Cliff come up with the idea to draw numbers out of a hat, and whoever, you didn't know who your partner was going to be, basically. So happy birthday, Miss Billy. We kicked butt that day, didn't we? Never played together. We didn't lose a game in that one. Well, we got some announcements tomorrow. This is a good one, Papa. It's the Veterans Hall breakfast. It's always a good one.
Yes, it is.
And it will start at 7 a.m. in the morning, last till 10 a.m. It will have biscuits and gravy, ham, sausage, bacon, scrambled eggs, hash browns, and tomatoes. To drink, get you a cup of coffee or a glass of milk or orange juice. And obviously a modest donation is requested, because that's how they keep operating, folks. We tell you all the time, these are volunteer fire departments and organizations, and they need our help. That's
well, they say requested, but if you don't pay, they'll trip you up when you leave.
Yeah. That'd be funny. That would be funny. So yeah, don't get tripped up. Go make a donation tomorrow, folks. At the Veterans Hall. It is a good breakfast, and that's once again from 7 to 10 a.m. tomorrow. Pastor David Rogers and his congregation are inviting everyone out to the annual turkey and dressing dinner on June the 9th. That's odd.
That's today.
That is today. A turkey and dressing dinner. Well, actually, yeah, my bad, folks. I apologize. Well, it might still be going on, but it's already started.
It's already started?
I think so. I think it said, at 1 o'clock.
Oh, it was a dinner.
So it was a dinner, yeah. So Scratch that. Never mind. Well, one thing we know is going on is the Shadyville Church of God revival. That's not happened yet, but it's going to happen this Sunday, folks. It'll be June 11th through Wednesday, June 14th. Reverend Clifton West, he's a state evangelist for the state of Virginia. He'll be conducting the services. And the times will be 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Sunday and 6:30 p.m. Monday through Wednesday. Reverend West accepted the call to preach as a young man, and he has spent his entire ministry in evangelism. He has published 3 devotional books, and Pastor Ronnie Holloway and congregation are inviting everyone to attend, and that kicks off this Sunday, June 11th. That's at the Shadyville Church of God.
What time does it start each night?
It starts 6:30 Monday through Wednesday, but it's on Sunday. It's 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. Remember that, folks. Let's see. I know I have some more. Just gonna make sure here. Don't forget, save the date. We want to start reminding you to save the date. It's because it's always a great event that we have each fall. It's October the 7th this year. It's our annual fall festival. And so save the date. It's Saturday, October the 7th will be this year's fall festival. And some of the entertainers I already have lined up is Carrie Hassler, The Last Band, that's an interesting name, isn't it? And the Joe Blaylock Band. So there'll also be a cruise in. That's a good idea. The cruise in will be as well. Yeah, there's always a great crowd for this event. There'll be a kids train ride, food trucks, a cornhole tournament, a bicycle giveaway. This year they're doing a pageant. It's called the Miss Pikeville Fall Festival. So that's a new thing added to it. The Glow Run, they already have it each year, and it is, if you've not seen the Glow Run, I highly recommend you check it out. It's pretty cool to look at. And the Kids Zone, it'll be around as well with bouncy houses. So save the date, folks, October the 7th. And maybe, I think I'm about done anyway with mine, Papa. Let's see. We did talk about this last week, but I'll mention it again, and then I'll let you do your announcements, Papa. But I will talk about the Bledsoe County Library Summer Reading Program. It kicks off, I guess it kicked off yesterday. I believe it did at 10:30 a.m. But now, I don't know.
It goes on through July.
But it lasts through, yeah. That's what I thought. It lasts a pretty good while. It goes through July 6th, actually. So that started yesterday, folks. But once again, it's each day at 10:30 a.m. It's at the Farmers Market right across the street from us here. And let's see. There'll be a performance by the Cranky Ladies. I like that name. The Cranky Ladies. I know a few of them. I've met my fair share of them. Anyway, my 3rd grade teacher, Miss Kathy Britt, will be doing the story hour each Thursday, so that'll be good. And that's at 10:30 a.m. So that'll be good. Miss Kathy's a good teacher. She's a good teacher, so she'll be doing the story hour. And let's see, it says, yeah, the dates once again. It's June 15th through July the 6th. That is for the story hour with Miss Kathy Britt.
But they get a reward.
Yeah, they do. Thursday, July the 13th, they'll get, if they get their certificate, they'll have a party. It's a certificate party at Ember's Ice Cream Shop, and that's going to be at 1 o'clock p.m. on Thursday, July the 13th. That's a good idea. I like that. Sign up. I think you can still sign up. I'm not really sure, but I'll give the number one more time in case you do want to check it out. Call 447-2817. That is the summer reading program at the library, Papa. And I'm gladly going to let you talk for a little bit.
Well, I went yesterday down to the high school, to have my teeth cleaned and have my eyes checked.
Oh, yeah, we've been talking about this.
But the doctors were not there, so I have to go back.
Oh, they were?
But they want the Tennessee people to be healthy. And so some people out of the military, 150 of them are here.
That is a good
through
thing.
the 12th. Through the 12th. That's the last
That's
day.
about your luck. So, okay, go ahead.
But the things that they're offering the people that come, you don't have to have an ID.
Yeah, that's
you have to be above 3 years of age.
Right, yeah.
But it doesn't cost anything.
That's the
But
biggie.
the services that are being rendered, you have vision, you have dental. Now the dental is extractions, cleanings, and fillings. That's all.
Okay. Extractions, cleanings, and fillings,
Yes.
folks.
And then there is the mental health aspect of it.
That's good. Very
And
important.
these are trained people. These are doctors.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing this on Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 at the
Okay.
Bledsoe County High School. And you just follow the signs. They'll tell you where to go.
Yeah. They're
And
staying
then-
there, aren't they?
Yes, and then on Saturday and Sunday, they stop at 4 p.m.
Okay.
So they want you to come and take advantage of this.
Mm-hmm.
And then there will be, after, tonight, really,
Mm-hmm.
no, tomorrow night, there's going to be a concert in
Oh.
appreciation for these men and women.
Oh, yeah, that's
men
right.
and women.
That's right.
I met some nice people down there yesterday.
Oh, good.
And this concert is going to be held over here at the
Main Street Stage,
Main
maybe?
Street Stage.
All
And
right.
it's going to be, the performer will be Carrie Hasler.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it's going to last from 6 o'clock until 9 o'clock.
Hey, I like that.
And so
I like
I'm
that.
sure these people from the military would be most appreciative of this. Also,
Oh, yeah.
the swimming pool out at Fall Creek Falls opened on May the 27th, and it is
Good.
open now, and they want people to come and take advantage of that.
Well, that's my old stomping grounds, folks. I used to lifeguard out there.
Well,
That's a beautiful place. If you ain't been to Fall Creek Falls, I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful place.
spaghetti dinner is going to be offered from the Mountain Crest Fire Hall
Really?
on
Okay.
tonight.
Tonight.
Starts at 4 o'clock, but it will be on tap till 7.
Yeah, so don't panic, folks.
Spaghetti
you got time.
dinner, and the cost will be $8.
It's for a good cause.
Spaghetti and meat sauce,
Mm,
salad, garlic
Mm.
bread, drink, and dessert.
sounds
Mount Crest
good.
Fire Hall. Don't forget that.
Okay.
And it's you can go starting at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and you've got till 7. So remember
All right.
that.
Also, a week from tomorrow at the Mountain Crest Fire Hall, there's going to be a country breakfast served.
Right now, if you're listening, you ought to know that.
And this is going to be put on by the fire department out there at Mountain Crest.
Mhm.
All right.
$8 will pay for your meal.
All right.
This is what
It's
you will
once
eat for
again,
$8.
volunteer.
You-
Volunteer.
You will eat bacon and
You
sausage.
said you're
There'll
listening.
be only 2 choices for meat, but you'll have eggs and hash browns to go with that meat, and you'll have biscuits and gravy to go with the meat and with the eggs.
That's right.
Then they will
The
have
homemade jelly.
that's probably still homemade.
Mhm.
That's right. I believe it is.
Then there
believe it
will
is.
be butter and coffee and milk to drink.
And orange juice. Just
Ah,
as a
yes.
tradition, they
I
just
did.
don't put it on the paper.
That's the first mistake I ever made.
Right.
That's all I have.
I believe that. Well, that was quite a bit.
That took up a good
That's
portion of our
a
program.
lot. But it's good to know that a lot of things are going on. Isn't that right?
This little town has
Yeah, a lot more than what you
a lot
realize.
going on.
Yeah. There's always this different thing. The breakfast that they have each Saturday,
They
I think it's 3 out of the month, isn't it?
They rotate that around so that there won't be 2 having it
I
on the
like
same
that.
morning, and that's good.
I like that. I wish actually some more things would be coordinated like that. It does help.
Coordination is important.
It really is. So yeah, I like that they do that. Well, Papa, It is time for trivia.
I just happen to have a few ready. Which
Sorry, I just want to say it or I'll forget probably, but be sure to tune in next week. We'll be bringing a guest back. Remember Mr. Cameron?
John Cameron?
No, Cameron. Is it Fresh
the
Howard? The singer? Yes. Him and Mikey Bledsoe. They'll be our guests next week, folks. They're dropping a new album.
Oh,
So he's made an album.
they want to push it.
Yeah. And he was very talented. I remember.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
Talk
he
to-
was. Yeah, so
That sounds
be
good.
sure to tune in for that, folks. All right, now back to trivia.
Which is the largest desert in the world?
Boy, I wish that was multiple choice.
Well, you've
I
got,
might need a
several
lifeline.
deserts.
I know. I'm not having a hard time thinking of them right now. The Sahara's one.
Sahara
ain't
is the largest
it? Okay.
desert in the world. It covers 3.1 million square miles.
Dang. Well, I'm glad that was the answer because I couldn't think of another one.
All right. What color of car do you deem to be the safest color of car to buy?
That's about the stupidest question I've ever been asked.
Well,
You're going to have to word it better than that.
these questions. Well, think of cabs, which is
Oh,
Which-
so yellow.
yellow.
Okay, I get
That was
it.
the first hint I was going to give.
Yeah,
That was one indicator to me. Why would they color their cabs yellow?
well, you're right. I guess it's bright.
Well,
Right.
yeah, I think so.
Well, that is an interesting question. Yeah.
It is, but-
It's because it makes you think about it.
Don't ask me where it came from.
I know.
Okay, you've heard of the Hawaiian Islands.
Yeah, I
And
wish
you
I
know
was there
some of
right
them.
now. Yeah.
You know some of them.
Hmm.
How many are there?
Oh, I don't know. I'd say there's quite a few.
There's quite a few, more than we know.
I bet. The
We
only
think-
one I think of, I
we
guess
think
Maui,
of,
or is it
we think of Maui and
Yeah.
Oahu and things like
Yeah,
that.
Honolulu.
But there's 132 islands in that chain.
Whoa, that's a whole
132.
lot more than I thought. Man.
Okay, but a lot of people
Mhm.
want to travel to Hawaii.
Oh yeah, don't blame them. I've done a lot of traveling, but I've not made it there yet. But I wouldn't mind it.
I know a lady that has a couple
I
of
know.
condominiums there.
I know.
Okay. You've heard of, I would assume you've heard of Ferdinand and Imelda Marcos.
That does sound familiar.
Where did they rule?
Oh,
What country
crap.
were they rulers of?
So they were rulers. Say their name again.
Ferdinand and Imelda Marcos. They said
Lifeline?
they said she had a lot of shoes.
Okay. Were they tyrants? Were they,
Yeah, they
Okay.
ruled.
Yeah.
They were the dictator. He was the dictator.
Okay. I wish that was multiple choice for sure. Are you asking what country they were? I'm gonna guess say a European country, but I just don't know which one.
Philippines.
Oh, okay, I was
Philippines.
wrong. But the Philippines, that's
Yeah.
interesting. Okay,
Okay,
that is right.
What
I
is
remember
the-
that now?
why do we have money? This came to me.
Do tell.
There's got to be a reason, because I've been hearing that there's going to be a cashless society down the road somewhere.
Could
I've
be.
heard
Of
there's-
course, they
I've
try to, the media tries to scare you.
But
every
what
way
do we
possible.
do? What is money for? What do you do with money?
I guess to barter and trade.
Okay, it's a
hard
medium.
question.
It's a medium of exchange.
Yeah, that's
You
a
have to.
good way
you
to put
want
it.
something, and
Yes.
so to purchase that something,
Mhm.
you've got to pay for
That's
it.
right. Yeah.
So money is a means of bartering and trading,
yeah.
and people, different countries use back
Different
before money's
currencies.
printed. They had to have something of
Yes.
value that they could use And so some countries use shells.
Right. That is interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they do.
But something of value.
When money wasn't around, still they'll use something else.
I don't know why your money started being printed.
I don't either.
In fact, I don't even know when the printing press was invented.
I don't either.
That'll be a future question.
I was about to say, there's a good one.
All right. Who said it's not? And this is a sports figure.
Okay, maybe I can get
and
this.
It would be in the field of tennis also.
Okay, all right.
Who said it's not whether you win or lose that counts?
Oh man,
probably lost.
That's funny. Was it John McEnroe?
No, it's a woman.
Okay, let's see. That is a funny statement.
Very famous.
Martina?
Martina.
Okay. That's a funny statement.
It's not whether you win or lose that counts, and so that person probably lost. I like that.
And it's so true.
Now, surely you've heard this, but what does the term "kick the bucket" mean?
Well, it can mean a few things, but most people relate it to passing away.
Passing away. You didn't say death. You didn't say dying. You said passing away. People refer to death in different ways.
Yeah, they do.
This is the sweetest way.
Yeah, I agree.
Pass away.
It is a better way to say it, isn't it?
Well, I'm not saying it's a better way, but it's a sweeter way.
Yeah.
It's milder.
Yeah, there you go.
When God told Moses he was going to die, he didn't say you're going to die. He said the same thing that happened to your brother is going to happen to you when you go up on this mountain.
That what he said? I didn't know that.
And God said to Moses, I will bury you. And the people of Israel tried to find where Moses was buried. They couldn't find it.
God protected him.
God did it. You know what? Some people won't be buried.
Right. Yep.
Okay, last one. When a person is, speaking of death,
I don't want any questions about death next week.
This is important to me. I saw this come to fruition. When a person is dying, which of the 6 senses is the last to leave?
Hold on. I'm pretty sure I know this one. It's the hearing, right?
It is the hearing. I'm proud of you, Billy.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was.
The reason this is so important to me, 2 days before Carolyn died, I went into her room and I caught her alone. No one is there visiting her. And I just thought, well, I'm going to talk to Carolyn. And I said, honey, I want to have a serious conversation with you. I did not know for sure that she would hear me, but I assumed that she could hear me.
Right.
So I said, I'm going to give you permission to go ahead and be with the Lord. Instead of staying here and letting me talk to you, rub your face each morning and take care of your lips, read to you, sing to you, I'm going to give you permission to go ahead and leave me. In 2 days she was gone.
I know, and I told her the same thing. We all said that in a different way because she was hanging on. That's just a common thing. It's interesting. It's common though. You hear it a lot where people hang on. They want to hear it from everybody. Like she held out for Eddie Albert.
I think so.
After he come, because we had all said it. When he come, that was the last one. I think it was the next day or the next when she passed away.
That morning,
they hold out because she was supposed to pass away about 2 weeks before she did.
Well, I didn't know. I did not know she would get out of the emergency room because they said she was very sick. But anyway, she did get better, and she lived from the 2nd day of December to the 18th day of December.
Yeah.
She died on the 18th. That morning at 6 a.m., Dr. DeBril came into the room, and at 6:15 a.m. he said, "Today will be the last day." That night at 6:15 p.m. she breathed her last breath.
Wow, well, I didn't know that part. The same time, that's wild.
6:15
A.M.
a.m. is when he told me.
Wow.
That night at 6:15 p.m. she died.
Wow. Yeah, you must have never told me that. That's
Well,
kind. I don't know. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? Who'd have thought that?
Well, Dr. DeVille.
I guess. I guess you're right on that. Well, I think I done pretty decent on trivia this week.
Some of those were
tough.
hard, but
Yes, they were.
Some of the questions come from deep within.
Right, and some of them come from another planet, folks. That's the best way I know to describe it. Well, I can do this. If you have the sponsor list, I will mention the sponsors real quick for you. After I get a drink. Okay.
We're proud of our sponsors.
That's right, and very
We've
thankful
got
to all of
a
you.
bunch of them.
We do, and we're very thankful. Obviously, I try to say that as much as possible because we really are. So thank you to the following businesses: Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilberry Insurance, Scotty's of Pikeville. They're open on Saturdays now again, folks, by the way. The offices of Janine Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker. Farm Bureau Insurance down in South Pikeville by Putnam Reed Funeral Home. Got Matt Massagill and his friendly staff. Nickel Antiques, our closest neighbor. Join with us, Nickel Antiques. And Nickel Antiques, if you've not been in here, I think you should come. You won't regret it. It's got everything, doesn't it?
Yes.
Everything. And but we do want you to know too, they have a new store also just right down the block here.
One block away.
Yeah, just 1 block away, folks. And it's called Spring Street Antique. So that's their new one.
Oh, hi there.
And which we're going to film an episode in there. Yeah. Well, so you'll get to see a virtual tour of it in the coming weeks, folks. But anyway, check it out. That's on just a block away from us. Also, thank you to the Morgan Brothers and the Bank Walker Brewery. And they also, don't forget, on the family restaurant. Pikeville Family Restaurant is back open for breakfast only. And it is dang good. If you haven't ate it, you need to, because it's good. Especially the waffles. Can't say enough about them waffles. Also, thank you to State Farm Insurance, Nick Smith and his friendly staff. Milldam Outdoor Adventures. It's Lola's right here on Main Street. Collier and Company Realty, Michelle Collier. Bill Wolf at Lee Station Baptist Church. Southern Pearl Florist Home Decor and Gifts. And they have actually changed locations. Did you know that?
I saw a big sign up there in the house today.
Yeah, it's I think Sandy Campbell lived in that house for a long time. I remember that. It's a nice house, and seems like somebody said that it's bigger, like she has more room
I'm
now.
sure it's bigger.
So you have to check them out at their new location, folks. And of course, the Daily Stock, they're right on the bypass, and a new business that is also a neighbor to us, right on Cumberland Avenue. Let's face it, it's where the loom used to be. Everyone pretty much knows the loom. Judy sold the loom, and now Frida has it. And the name of the business is called It's Quilting Time. I like that.
I like
I like it. It's a catchy name. It's Quilting Time, and she said they're open Monday, Thursday, and Friday, right? And it's from 11 to 4 on those days. Monday, Thursday, and Friday, 11 to 4. So check it out. It's the part that's open is where Dr. Smith's office was, and they're working on the part where the loom was. And she said the target date is sometime in the fall. So we'll keep you updated on that.
To give you an idea how to get to their business, if you're heading west on Cumberland Avenue, at the traffic light used to be at the intersection of Main Street and Cumberland.
Mm-hmm.
If you turn and go west, it's the first business on your left.
Yeah, that's true.
First
Sure is.
business
Can't
on your
miss
left.
it, can you?
Can't miss it.
That's right. Well, that's our sponsors and trivia. I'm gonna give myself an A+ because of the degree of difficulty. But coming up after the commercial break, folks, we'll be back with some sports of all sorts and some good old Albertology and jokes and no telling what. That's all coming up after the break. Stay tuned, folks.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
Welcome back, folks, to the Albert and Billy Show. It is now time for some sports of all sorts, Papa, and sports of all sorts is going on. All kinds of sports.
Well, I watched the Paul Feinbaum show yesterday.
I recommend anybody do that just to hear the phone calls. Don't you?
Some of those men, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't pay them. Because they are, some of them are a joke. And some people call in about the people that call in.
Yeah, I like it when they do that.
But anyway, yesterday he posed a question. He said, which college team in any sport should have a documentary made about that college and something that happened in that college?
Wow.
So some of the answers were John Wooden. You wouldn't remember John Wooden.
No, but everybody's hurt, but he's legendary, so obviously
he's a legendary basketball coach at UCLA.
Won 10 national championships, and they were pretty close together too, wasn't they?
Yes.
Several in a row.
He was on a roll. But some college is having a documentary made, and so he came up, somebody on his program came up with this idea, well, what other teams should have a documentary made? So one of the answers was Peyton Manning and Fulmer and in his era.
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
And then somebody said the 97-98 Vols.
That'd be a great one too. National championship Vols.
Then Peyton Manning's daddy, Archie Manning.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
And Johnny Vaught. Johnny Vaught was the coach at Ole Miss. And I got to meet Johnny Vaught one time.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
And then Lou Holtz when he was at Notre Dame.
What about Lou Holtz now?
He was coach at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And
I thought you said you met him too.
No.
Okay.
He's one of the people that they should make a documentary about.
Oh yeah, it would be a good one.
Then someone wrote in and said, "Well, how about Georgia back to back?"
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of getting tired of watching that documentary. 2 years is enough.
Okay. The women's softball championship last night.
They come so close.
Between Oklahoma, Tennessee got beat by Florida State.
I know.
But Florida State and Oklahoma met for the championship yesterday.
Oh, okay. Who won?
Oklahoma won.
Oh.
Well, I say they won. They were going for 3 in a row.
Yeah. Wow, really?
They were going for 3 wins in a row.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant for a second 3 championships in a row. I was like, dang.
I don't really know who won, Oklahoma State or Florida.
Talk about something else in sports, and I'll pull it up real quick.
Okay. The third game of the NBA Finals between the Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets.
I didn't watch that either. So.
Well, let's see. The Heat scored 94 points and the Nuggets got 109.
Good. That's who I'm for.
Kovic had 30 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists.
Say that one more time.
The Serb, Kovic,
Yeah, he's very good.
had 30 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists.
Wow.
That is
amazing. And Oklahoma won. And that they swept Florida State, and it's Oklahoma's 7th softball championship. Wow.
But that's 3 in a row.
Yeah, they swept them. They won 3 games. They need 3 games to win, didn't they?
All right. Then.
So back to Denver, though. I'm sorry, I meant to ask you: is it 2-0 Denver now?
No, it was 1-1.
Okay, 2-1 Denver. Okay.
2-1. Okay. Also on the Paul Feinbaum show, I saw this question posed.
Okay.
If you were put on a first ballot of the Hall of Fame, what would you be put on there for? Okay.
Wow.
This man wrote in and said, "Fly swatting I never miss."
I'm pretty good at that. That's funny though. What an answer.
And procrastinating.
Yeah. Yeah, I can be good at that too.
I should be put on the first ballot because of all the technicals I get in basketball. I can remember people. I can remember a man and woman in this county that got put out of basketball games for being so loud.
Yeah, and disruptive. I know who you're talking about too.
In tennis, Djokovic
French
got
Open.
into the semis.
Good. Yeah, I like him better. I used to not be a fan of his, but I've gained a lot of respect for him the last couple of years. I really have. And Rafael Nadal, who is by far the best clay court tennis player in the world, he is not playing this French Open, so it's really interesting this year because you don't know who's going to win it because that's not Djokovic's best surface. He's still very good on it, but it's not his best.
Okay, back Tennessee
Softball
had their fling in baseball. And,
I'm behind on that too. How did we do?
we got put out.
Dang it!
We put Clemson on the skids.
Okay,
but
we did make it to the World Series this year at least.
Yeah.
I think that might be the first time that Tennessee's ever made it.
For years.
Yeah.
For years and years. But anyway, that's it in sports.
I wish they'd just. So how did they do in the World Series then? Did they win any games or was it 0-2?
I think they won. They
beat Clemson. Okay.
Put Clemson out.
I wish at least one of them would have won the championship.
I think we were due to win.
Definitely.
But we did not.
I know, Albert. So let's have some Albert knowledge.
All right.
How'd you like that segue?
I like that. Lala says,
"Hello, Lala from Dunlap.
You can wear it and you can take it off, but it's not clothes and it's not shoes. What can you wear and take off?"
I don't know.
Smile.
Very true. Very true.
Let me tell you, Lala has a lot of...
simple or hard?
She has a lot of sense about her.
Yes. Thank you, Lala.
I've got some things here I want to read out of our bathroom book.
Okay.
These are...
now, is it jokes or is it...
No, these are not jokes.
What are they then?
They're just Abertology.
Oh, I know that, boy. You cleared that right up for me, didn't you?
These are things...
So sayings and stuff like that.
I'm telling you how long it takes for things to happen.
Oh.
For instance, how many seconds does it take for a hummingbird to flap their wings 70 times?
I don't know.
1 second.
Goodness, that's crazy.
That's an idea of how
that
long.
sounds impossible.
Now think of the Titanic. The Titanic sank. It took 4 hours after the Titanic struck the iceberg for it to sink.
I think I did know that. Yeah, that's crazy.
To
though.
read the Bible, it takes 92 hours.
Gosh.
66 books in the Bible, 39 in the Old Testament, 27 in the New. If you read it straight through, you'll do it in 92 hours.
Well, I don't know they can be certain of that because some people read faster than others.
Well, I'm sure it is whoever read that.
I know. It's the truth, though.
Okay. It takes. You've ever heard the saying, the song, "I'd like to get you on a slow boat to China, all to myself alone"?
I don't know if I've heard that or not. Have
That's
you ever
a
heard
song
it?
that
Neither.
but that's back in my heyday.
Okay, what about it?
It takes 38 days for you to get to China on the slow boat from New York.
Okay.
For winter to come and go, it takes 89 days and 1 hour.
Well, it sure seems a whole
It seems
lot
like it's
longer
a lot
than
longer
that.
than that.
I feel like fall and spring, they're just 10 days apiece.
The average American,
Short.
the average American sleeps in his lifetime 25 years.
It's crazy how they figure this stuff out.
Well, the average man probably lives 75 years.
Well, it's 80 now. I mean, it's over 80 now.
You think it's 80?
I know it is. I saw that. That's been years ago. It just keeps going up.
In our church, there's a lot more widows than there are widowers.
Yeah, I know that.
You know why?
No, what are you gonna tell me? And I'm waiting.
You women, you stop up your ears. Stop up your ears. Men have to live with women.
That's right.
I get a lot of calls on that one.
Yeah. But I don't care who you are. It's
For
funny.
the Soviet
That was funny.
Union, for the Soviet Union to rise and fall, it took 69 years.
Dang.
Now,
Wow.
Russia's still there, but USSR as a world power is not the same as it used to be. But it will come back.
Right. I mean, they're definitely not weak by no means.
Biblically speaking, in the battle of Gog and Magog, Russia will be there. My pastor says
You think it's Russia?
My pastor and China. My
Well,
pastor
China,
says
yeah, of
United
course.
States will not even be there in end time things.
I don't see how anybody would know for sure though on that.
The doctrine of last things is wrapped up in the word eschatological. Eschatological. The
I don't know
things
what
that
that means.
happen in last times.
That's a big word though.
Well, the book of Revelation has a lot to do with future.
Yeah, but the problem with it is it's too confusing. It's very confusing.
Well, you've got to go back to the book of Daniel to understand the book of Revelation. And who can understand the book of Daniel? I'm teaching the 11th chapter, and I said, do you understand the 11th chapter? The Great Wall of China, you heard of it?
Oh yeah.
It took 1,800 years to build the Wall of China.
Good.
The Great Wall of China is what they call it.
Wow.
1,800 years.
Man alive. It's a
To
long
reach
time.
the nearest star in the universe. And I talked to a woman yesterday that told me that she could lie on her outside her pool on a clear night and she could see Taurus and some of the stars.
Really?
But to get to the nearest star, it would take 45.36 billion years.
God.
If you were driving
That's
a
just
car
crazy.
at 65 miles an hour. Most spaceships go a lot faster.
That's
than
true. You got a good point there. A whole lot faster.
Okay.
You got another one?
I've got several more.
Well, do a couple more if you want to.
Well, we're
And
gonna
then
do
we'll
some
do
jokes.
some jokes.
We're gonna do some jokes.
Oh yeah.
272. Here it is. Do you know?
This is not a joke though, right?
No.
Okay.
These are just terminology.
Got you.
Tiger Woods. You know who
Oh,
Tiger
yeah.
Woods is? A fan named John Yates. He's age 52.
Okay.
He had a dream come true one time. He got to watch the world's most famous golfer, Tiger Woods,
Okay.
in person at the
Right.
2003 Buick Open in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Okay.
So Yates got more than he bargained for. Woods' approach shot on the 7th hole went wild and struck Yates smack dab on
Oh.
the forehead.
Oh man.
So he was lying on his back for a few minutes, and he looked up and he saw Woods leaning over him and apologizing for it.
For knocking him out.
So the fan it took 3 stitches to sew up the hole that it made, and he
Dang.
gave him the golf ball, and he gave him an autographed golf glove.
He should have. That's good of him.
And so Yates said, I helped Tiger Woods out because when the ball ricocheted off my head, it went back toward the hole.
Well, I know that wasn't a joke, but it could have been one.
There's a small nation in Africa called Benin, B-E-N-I-N.
Benin.
Benin.
Okay.
And they don't have a golf course. But Matthew Boya still wanted to practice playing golf.
Okay.
So he went to a field adjacent to the Benin Air Base.
And this is a small country.
This is small
Okay.
country. And so one day in 1987, his ball struck a gull, a bird,
Oh, a
while
seagull?
it's flying. And it fell into the open cockpit of a jet flying over the field where he was practicing because there was no golf course. The pilot of the plane lost control
Oh, great.
and caused the plane to barrel through 4 jets that were on the tarmac ready to leave.
Oh,
And it wiped out
man.
the entire Air Force of that small country. Wiped out the entire Air Force. Oh me.
Well, well, those could have been jokes. they definitely could have been.
I want to tell you about a fellow by the name of Colonel Littleton. This is also an Aberology.
Colonel
Colonel
Littleton.
He lives in Linville, Tennessee. Population 400 people.
What county is that, I reckon?
I don't know. I don't know where
Okay.
Linville is.
I've never heard of it, but
But
okay.
he makes heirlooms and sells them in this little shop in Linville.
Okay.
And these are 5 of his sayings that I wrote down.
Okay,
Five
let's
sayings.
hear them.
Do more than you get paid for.
Mm-hmm.
That's number 1.
Okay.
Give people more than they expect. That's number
Mhm.
2.
I like that.
Number 3, go the extra mile.
Right. Heard
Number
that
4, strive to be stellar.
one. Okay.
Number 5, I think everybody wants to believe there is a Mayberry somewhere.
I agree.
A Mayberry
agree.
somewhere. Wouldn't that be something?
It sure would. It sure would. I'd take it any day.
So Andy Griffith is not dead.
Nope. I think I've seen every episode of that show probably about 10 times.
Well, it's one of the
It's definitely a classic, isn't it?
classics. It's definitely a classic.
That's for
And
sure.
it made Don Knotts famous.
Yeah. They played those parts really well.
These are some jokes now.
All right.
My friend had been pounding the pavement in search of a job,
Yeah.
but he had no luck. So she asked her dad to look at a resume that she was offering each place she went, and he got to the first line of her resume and he said, I think I found the problem. She said, well, is it too generic? He said, no, you said dear sir or madman. She said, I think that's your problem.
I think so. I think they knew right off the bat that girl was an idiot.
when I was manager at the store, my son Eddie Abbott worked for me.
Yeah.
And Eddie would tell me about boys that were high school boys like him that were loafing.
Yeah.
And he'd want me to fire him. But listen to this joke.
Okay.
Winding his way through the office cubicles, my son Mike spotted one of his employees playing a video game on the computer.
Oh.
Why aren't you working? I didn't see you coming.
At least he was honest about it.
I thought that same thing. This man went to human resources to get a job or to apply for a job. And so the man that was conducting the interview said, "What salary are you looking for?" So the guy said, "Well, sir, I was thinking about $125,000, depending on the benefits package."
Dang.
Well, how about benefits? How about 5 weeks vacation, 14 paid holidays, full medical and dental, 100% company match for your 401k, and a Porsche for your company car?
Yeah, right.
The engineer said, "Wow, are you kidding?" He said, "Sure I am, but you started it."
That's exactly right. I don't blame you. Dang, he was expecting everything, wasn't he?
Well, at least he laid all his cards on the
He
table.
did. He sure did.
A customer, no, it was a usual busy day at our bank.
Yeah.
A woman came up to the customer service and demanded, "What do I have to do to change the address on my account?" "Move."
I like it.
Can you picture Vicky doing that?
Very simple answer, isn't it?
Her first full day at work at a discount store,
Okay.
my niece encountered her first cranky customer.
No.
The man had brought over mouse poison and demanded to know why it cost so much.
Like she's going.
"What's in there?" he said. "Steak?" My niece said, "Well, after all, it is their last meal."
I bet he didn't know what to say to
That was
that.
her first day at work. That's a pretty smart answer.
That really was.
Now listen to this. "For sale," read the ad in her hospital's weekly newsletter.
Okay.
"Sleeveless wedding gown, white,
Mm-hmm.
size 8, veil included, worn only once by mistake."
And those are good.
When I asked a friend the secret to his 52 years of marriage,
Right.
he replied, "We never go to sleep angry."
Really?
"That's a great philosophy," the friend said. "Yes, and the longest we've been awake so far is 5 days."
That's good. That's good. They've all been good so far.
I'm not going to tell you how long Carolyn and I did. On my parents' 50th anniversary, I remarked to my father that he and Mom never seemed to fight.
Really?
"We battled," he said, "but it never amounted to much. After a while, we always realized that I was wrong."
Pitiful. But funny. Always wrong probably when that's right half the time.
Well, I'm sure I fit that category too.
Tell us a couple more. These are good.
I've told some of these before.
Okay. Just I think last week wasn't it? When
Okay.
you started on these.
Leaving a funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I told that one. I remember I told that one. As I shampooed his carpet, I believe I told that one.
You did?
I remember. Yeah, I told these. I know I told these.
All of
Okay.
them? Okay. Well, tell one more then out of something.
I was playing disc golf when I threw the disc into some underbrush.
Disc golf?
Golf.
What?
I told my friend we should make a device that could find the disc, grab it, and bring it back to you. And that's how I invented the dog.
There you go. Well, tell one more then. It's going to be about impossible to top the ones you told a while ago, though. Were those same? Was that the same book that you used last week too?
Yeah.
They were really good then.
Okay, this will be the last one.
All right, let's hear it.
I don't see why I should have to clean the shower. In my opinion, the shower should clean me.
It's a good way to look at it. Not how it works, but that's it.
I got
I
one
totally get it. Yeah, one more.
My son keeps running around naked, so I sprayed him with Windex. It's supposed to prevent streaking.
Did you hear that, Gail?
What is it?
Well, I said their son kept running around naked, so they sprayed him with Windex because it's supposed to keep from streaking, right? That is a good one. That is a good one to end it on. It was a strong one. The streak continues like you're on a major roll with the jokes. I like it.
Oh, me.
Well, thanks for joining us today, folks. We appreciate it. And like I said, telling you earlier, we have some guests next week. A returning guest. He was on. I guess he was on about. It wasn't. Maybe I don't even think it's been a year yet,
No,
but close
I don't
to
guess
it.
it's been a year.
But several months ago, and I think Cameron's band is called Cameron and the Fresh Buzz. But him and Mikey Bledsoe, who is with Lucky Star, they'll be our guests next week, and they'll be telling you about their new album coming out. So be sure to tune in for that. But until then, you guys have a great week and weekend, and we will see you next time right here on the Albert and Billy Show. So long, folks.
See you later.
Hey folks, Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks everybody for watching.